kiddos, and welcome back to my channel. It is Nikki the Horror Nerd here, giving you guys yet again another review of one of my favorite shows ever, American Horror Story. American Horror Story 1984 premiered its first episode for season 9 yesterday, and let me just tell you this before I go into the nitty-gritty gory detail of it all. I love this fucking season so far. Now, a lot of you are like, oh my god, it's just not like American Horror Story. It's not like the other seasons, the original seasons, the best seasons. It's an anthology series. It's not supposed to be the same every fucking season. They are supposed to mix it up. There's gonna be one or two seasons that you don't like. I will admit though, Roanoke was not my favorite, but I still will watch it. I'll watch it again. I mean, it's part of an anthology series and it's all connected in some way, which is what I love so much about American Horror Story. There are these little connections that connect each season, and that just keeps me watching just to see what else connects with what and what not. But I love this season so far. And I know it's only episode 1, and usually every season starts off super great and then it's slowly but no, I have a really good feeling about this season. I don't know, just everything I've seen so far in episode 1, with them paying homage to some iconic 1980s horror slasher films. For instance, now there might be some spoilers in this, but oh well, I'll put it in the title above that. There could be some spoiler warnings or whatever. But the ways they paid homage to some 1980s slasher horror films were the scene where Xavier, by the way, I love his character. My mom really loves his character. She was an 80s kid, so she's already so much in love with the show because of how spot on they are with everything. The music, the fucking music is spot on. The way they're having it start out, it's kind of starting out like a fucking Friday the 13th movie, especially if I don't know if you guys remember Crazy Ralph in Friday the 13th. He's the guy he warns the kids before they go to Camp Crystal Lake about how it's dangerous, they should turn around or whatever the fuck he says. Patrick Swayze's brother, I don't remember the dude's name, it's really late, I'm really tired, so I don't remember his name, but he's like the crazy Ralph in the fucking show right now. But he warns Xavier that they're gonna die at Camp Redwood and whatever. It's like, it totally like brings you to that whole Friday the 13th vibe and everything. But anyway, Xavier, when he runs over the dude that's stranded and he walks in the middle of the road and Xavier fucking hits him with the van, and then he like tries to ignore it and tries to get everybody else to ignore the fact that he hit the guy. Totally reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now I know that is not an 80s horror film. It is like in the 90s or whatever, but still, it's an 80s, it's a horror slasher film all in all. So it reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now the one that reminds me of the 1980s horror slasher film is Halloween movies, when Michael Myers escapes the institution, and we have in American Horror Story where Mr. Jingles escapes the institution and he goes back to Camp Redwood. Michael Myers leaves his institution to go find Laurie Strode, his sister, who he plans to kill. So we have that, them paying homage to Halloween, them paying homage to I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Friday the 13th, because it's in a fucking camp. That's the settings of it all. Now, one thing that this season has in common so far with the other seasons is the campiness of it all. And no, I'm not meaning the fact that it's set in a camp. That's not what I mean. I mean like the campiness, the humor, the way the people act, the actors act, just everything. It's so campy, and I love that so much about American Horror Story. Not every season may be the same, but it has always been true to staying like the whole quirky, campy, campiness about it or whatever. You know what I mean. But yes, I love that. Like I said, I love the music. It's all 80s, straight up 80s. And my mom was texting me as she was watching it, and she was just like, oh my god, I love Xavier. He totally reminds me of a dude that would be in the 80s. Like, I guess like because I'm not an 80s kid, I'm a 90s kid. I was born in the 90s. So my mom was saying, oh my god, dudes back then wore that. They did that. They wore that or some shit. He was wearing like the short shorts and everything, and like the I guess that's what dudes wore back then or whatever. But anyway, it was spot on with everything when it comes to like the whole 80s or whatever. So that's pretty cool that they're not blowing it when it comes to that. Another really good thing I love about this season is all the character development so far. It's crazy how much I'm already so much in love with each of these characters. Some so not so much, like the killer. Even though I absolutely love the actor that plays the killer, Mr. Jingles. I mean, he did a fabulous job playing Twisty the Clown. Probably the coolest freaking thing ever was Twisty the Clown from Freak Show. And it's cool to see him play Mr. Jingles. He's a really good actor when it comes to just acting with expressions, not so much talking and whatever, you know what I mean. But he's just a really good actor when it comes to playing those really dark roles and acting with expression. Another actor I really enjoy seeing this season is Cody Fern, who plays Xavier. Me and my mom love Xavier. He's freaking hilarious. Xavier and Montana are probably our two favorite characters in the season so far. Could change, could very easily change. But we also have Brooke Thompson, who's played by Emma Roberts. She's so good at just playing these different roles. I mean, she plays a bitch in a few seasons, and now she's playing the whole sweetheart, heartthrob, innocent girl that they usually have in almost every 80s horror slasher film, by the way. So she's playing Brooke Thompson, and she's just an incredible actress altogether. She's really good at doing character dynamic, and just she's really great actor. So really cool to see Emma Roberts back in this season. We do have a few new faces. I cannot remember their name, but it's the actress that plays Nurse Rita. She's probably she is one of the newest additions to American Horror Story. There's Nurse Rita. Next is Leslie Grossman. She's been playing in the last few seasons so far of American Horror Story. She's a great addition to American Horror Story. She's playing the very religious camp leader or whatever. She's doing a fantastic job right now. Very good actress there. We have the Olympian. I do not remember his name. He is playing Chet. Yes, Chet. And he is playing Brooke Thompson's boyfriend, even though he's not acting like very good boyfriend material right now. I don't even think they declared that they're dating right now, but he's one of the newest additions, and so far so good. I do not know who is going to survive though. Usually in horror slasher films, only one or two make it out alive. So it's really cool that they so far have us rooting on who we want to survive. And so far, I'm hoping Montana, Brooke, or Xavier survive. So it's pretty cool because this season you can chat with your friends and just, talk to each other on who you think's gonna survive, who do you think's gonna die this week, who do you think's gonna survive this week. So I like how they have that going on, because that is usually how it works in 80s horror, in any horror movie, honestly. You wonder and you're guessing on who's gonna make it out alive. So yes, I really love this season so far. I don't know what people are talking about when they're saying how they don't like it or it was boring or whatnot. I don't think it was boring. I thought it was actually really entertaining to watch. And we get to see these characters, and I don't know, we get to see who will make it and who will survive, the Mr. Jingles. So yes, if you want to comment below, who do you think will survive this season on American Horror Story 1984? Please comment below who you think will. And who do you think will die? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Now, I did do a reaction to this season, this episode 1, Camp Redwood, but I will have to see if I can get it up in time. If not, I'll just do another reaction next week and have that uploaded for you guys. Maybe I'll do like a back and forth, a review, reaction, or I'll do a review and a reaction every week. I'm not quite sure. I have to see if I have time to edit it and get it up for you guys. So anyway, like I said, comment below who you think will survive, who do you think will die in this season, and give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I will let this be it for this video. I will see you all in my next video. Y'all have a good night. Later, ghouls.